We're going to look at this movie sequence by sequence. And the reason I teach this way with film breakdowns, and the reason I'm hired to teach this way, is that once you get this kind of film analysis, then every single time you watch a movie or a TV show, you're working on your craft. You can't not. And if you will take the time to work through a few movies like this, you will have these tools for life. Now, when I do these film breakdowns for a live workshop or for a class, I screen the whole movie and I talk over it. Here, I'm not able to do that because of copyright issues. So what I suggest is first you watch the whole movie just to experience it. And then watch it 15-minute sequence by 15-minute sequence, stopping after each sequence, and watch my video notes in between. And let me say something up front about film analysis. There is no one right way to do it. The important thing here is that you're looking at a film to figure out what the filmmakers are doing to have such an impact on you. Not on me, on you. And then you can take those techniques and use them in your own writing to have that kind of impact on your reader or audience. So sometimes I'm going to be talking about a scene and what it does for me, and you're not going to agree at all. And that's great, because that will give you a chance to figure out what it is that does happen in that scene for you. The film has a wildly ambitious goal: to break down the monolith of US racism, to educate its audience about the history, to break it down into understandable segments to change the hearts and minds of its audience, and to prompt action by awakening both rage and inspiration. First, I want to point out two general techniques that the filmmakers are using to accomplish this goal of depicting the evil of racism and to effect emotional, intellectual, and political change. The first is unity of time, place, and action. Unity is a storytelling technique detailed by the very first story structure guru, Aristotle, in his The Poetics. I've always thought that biopics are the hardest genre to get right. But this isn't a biopic. It's not called King, it's called Selma. The story focuses on one event to illuminate King's life, the civil rights battle, and the historic struggle against racism. And the second general technique that they're using is that they're telling this story as a war story. The kind of story this is a war story. So they're using techniques of great war movies to keep emotional tensions fraught and the stakes high. The movie also depicts a dystopian society, as we've been talking about with the Hunger Games. Only this dystopia is real, and we're all living it. So cue up your movies and let's get into it.